Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube, I can see yourselves enjoying it. How dare you look so glum when I do my intro.
That's just my natural resting bitch face, Maffew.
That's true.
Apparently that's a saying.
Resting
Yes,
bitch face?
I've heard it. I don't know what it means.
It means that when your face is at rest, people think you're annoyed, but you're just normal.
Yeah.
I have resting sad face, I think, because people are often like, you're right. I'm like, yeah. I think that's fine.
Yeah, you have one of those, like, you've just heard some really bad news.
That's my
But
normal face.
Ross would like to disclaim that he not only looks like that, he feels like that. So if you do ask him for an autograph, don't.
He's bringing it up again. I don't know what your problem is with this. Wrestling Media Con, I was like, come on, sit on Santa's lap. Tell us your life story.
I know, but
I wasn't really like that.
You thanked me afterwards. Oh, thank you, Maffew. I hate to tell him. The scum of the earth come up to me.
Hey, when 3 people came up to me and said, hello, Ross, how you doing? I talked to those 3 people in length.
Nice.
At length, sorry.
Sod off. Anyway, how the hell are you both?
Good, all right.
Aye, not
Less
bad.
less tired than last week.
You were cream crackered.
Last week was knackering, but this week's back on the horse train.
Horse train.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing great.
How are you?
I am on the Gazelle Express.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm drinking coconut water, and I'm going to be in Amsterdam tomorrow
Whoa.
doing the lads thing that most people have already got the system by the time they hit 30, but I've never done it, so me and mates are going.
Okay. Have fun.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Adam went there. He got on a bus.
Yeah, he got on one of the mega
God,
buses.
yeah, I remember that. Jeez.
Go to a karaoke bar in Amsterdam. That's all I can tell you. It's a
Okay.
really good place. A karaoke bar in Amsterdam.
All right.
No name of
I
it.
don't know, I have a clue. Pissed
Pissed
as a fart I was.
Pissed as a fart.
No idea where it was in Amsterdam. It was just bitterly cold.
What did you sing again?
Elton John and George Michael.
Don't Let the Sun-
Go
yeah.
Down on Me. Banger. With a lady with short back and sides. Which
She was an edgy lady.
terrifying.
She seemed like.
Oh, she
really
was a
good fun.
great hoot. No idea what her name was, but short back and sides, really intimidating. She did. She had like the... Who has a haircut like that these days? Like the old Marty Skrull top, but a bit longer than a top knot.
Yeah.
That sort of
Yeah, they've gone really, haven't they?
Yeah, I think Marty's bringing his back, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he has.
Richard Tubman in here is bringing his back.
He's not.
A sackable offence, in my opinion.
I
for
think he
that.
looks way better without it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Let's tell
I
him.
agree.
Is he right in this? Richard,
Potentially.
if you are,
He knows my feelings on the matter.
should we do the
No one edits this. What are you talking about? It's all live.
should we do the news?
What news? We're going to keep talking
is
about
the
Amsterdam and nothing because nothing's happened much. Well, might as well get the thing out the way. There's
You
anything
will
that
have
people
been
talking.
inundated with tweets about this.
See, I've now started a new thing where I put my phone on aeroplane mode when I go to bed and just use it to wake me up in the morning. Because it's really disconcerting when you wake up and the first thing you see is when it says Twitter mentions and it's the infinity symbol. So like either something really good's happened or something really bad's happened.
You could just turn off notifications. That's what I do.
Yeah, me too.
So anyway, Brie Bella, if you've been living under in a cave, even the Amish know this has happened this week. Brie Bella doing her yes kicks to Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan went down, probably like, oh, I've been hurt. Brie kept on kicking, didn't really realize, did it again, maybe because she's not really used to stopping it, and gave her a concussion.
Yeah.
And they rolled her out like Bender when he turns human in Futurama to be looked at. And luckily they had yeah, she's making those noises. And luckily they had the crack medical team there to check her over, and she was deemed fit enough to take a suplex.
I think she
was
wasn't
on
that 'cause
autopilot, apparently.
Yeah.
Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful got a scope.
Oh, yeah.
Huge scope. She was on autopilot and didn't know where she was. When she got backstage, she couldn't remember what happened in the ring. The fellow Riot Squad members had to physically stop her from getting back in the ring.
Oh, the
Stop that mic.
microphone.
Oh, hey!
The mic also doesn't know where it is.
Um,
Actually, it's funny you say that because breaking news on, let's say Brandon Stroud, sure.
Brandon Stroud.
Stroud.
His non-union Mexican cousin, Brandon Stroud, said that they did ask her, where are you? And she said, I'm on Raw. And he went, no, you're at the longest running episode of Monday Night Raw. And Super Soda Down Under is next week. And so because they didn't
First
say
ever
that, she was deemed to
historic.
be, concussed. She's actually all right.
No.
So she came in, they did the triple suplex, then rode the outside, and she was like, nah, I can't again.
I think she wanted to carry on because she's a wrestler, and that's what they do. They just go, they're like the Black Knight in Monty Python.
I don't think she knew whether she wanted to or not. I just think she did it because, wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Better get in there. That's what I am.
She's a lot tougher than I thought. She kicked out at 2, limply, but like, she's just been booted in the skull twice.
Like Mick Foley says to these legitimate sports stars, do your sport continue when somebody's injured? No, they don't, do they? Even though wrestling is not a sport. I disagree with on that point.
No, they stop, get them out, and they did. Yeah, they do.
Well,
No,
people are saying the
carry
match
them
should
off.
have been like...
Footballers get substituted.
Yeah.
American footballers
Right.
get carried off. Stuff like that.
But then she was out. She was at ringside, as
It's
Michael
just
Cole
a
said for some
general
reason.
quote from back in his era.
I
I've
feel
taken
like,
out of
I don't get
context
what.
slightly.
I don't get what he's trying to say there.
I feel like
Is he pro this decision? Yeah,
Like,
throw them back in. I have no issues with my memory whatsoever. One of the reports of him having Alzheimer's a few months ago.
oh Jesus.
Mick Foley.
Why are you bringing that up? To be
Oh,
fair,
sorry.
she did get back in there and do some stuff which wouldn't happen in a legitimate sport. I remember Neville when he buggered his knee doing that baseball slide. He finished the match, despite Charles Robinson's best attempts to
Yeah,
have
right.
it not happen.
Yeah.
So I guess the point still stands.
I feel like it's worth mentioning that because of the position the Bella Twins are currently in WWE, Brie received a tremendous backlash on social media.
From the what's his name? Sean Ross Sapp. What's his name?
Yeah, that's his name, but he didn't have
Sean
it wasn't a
Ross
backlash.
Oh no, him and other people were penning Brie Bella must end now. She is deadlier to WWE than chair shots.
I mean, I've got 2 points really. Like, one, it's wrestling. This happens all the time. People get hurt because it's wrestling, and that's the risk that everyone signs up for. But also, if I was like a wrestler with a lot of ring rust, like Brie, who was never the best wrestler anyway, and they said, do you want to work this and get paid for doing this and that? And I'd be like, yeah. I wouldn't be like, I don't think I'm ready. I just go in and do it. And I think she's done the same. And I think, obviously, she didn't mean to knock out Liv Morgan. But at the same time, I don't think it's her... It is her fault, but I don't think it's her fault to a ridiculous degree like everyone's been saying.
It's only been compounded because since she's come back, she's had a bad night after a bad night after a bad night.
Yeah.
yeah, she did the. Well, I mean, the first time it was Logan's fault because she didn't hit her in time, so she had to like hit me, and then the second time, yeah, she flubbed it.
I thought it was... no,
That's what it looked like to me. She's like, "You're gonna hit me, and I'm gonna stop," and she's
I mean,
like,
she was doing that,
think-
wasn't she?
Halfway, like-
A head dip.
I think it
"Now I'm going to jump out."
I think it was Brie's fault because she was taunting the corner in between each kick, so she's going.
Oh, you're talking about
bang.
this one, sorry,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, right.
No, I meant the dives you did last
Oh, the
week. Obviously,
dives. Oh, I mean this one. Sorry, I thought.
Oh, it's happened again.
This
Happens
happened
every
on-
time we come in here these days. I think that's a tune, mate.
Brimo.
that auto tune. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing, right?" Thank
Carries
you.
on in the back of it. Oh. It's like all kicking off around you. You just see the vocals. I don't know what to make of it. I feel bad for her because she'll feel crap anyway, like having hurt a fellow wrestler. But also, everyone's just going, "You're crap. You're the worst. Get out."
See, I feel a bit sorry for her because I think it was a bit of both parties. Because Liv dipped her head right at the last minute, which, you know, if you're swinging your leg at that pace, you're not going to get your leg out of the way. But it's also, I just think she's a bit rusty, isn't she? Still, just get her in the performance center, drill her hard for a few days. That was
In the training
I
centre.
heard it.
didn't have to do. Just I was going to try and continue like nothing happened there, but failed there.
Why?
Yeah, it's just
Like Liv Morgan getting back in the ring. Oh.
Yeah, the podcast concussed. Cheers.
yeah. I just think she needs to get back in the performance center a bit and train. 'Cause she's
Yeah.
all the trainees gonna be running. Oh no!
But these botches weren't happening with this regularity before she took her time off, were they? So it's
Was it
just-
you saying
Yeah.
that it might pregnancy resets?
Well, I read. I don't know who wrote this. I was reading somebody's explanation for why this is happening to Brie Bella. And apparently, when you get pregnant, again, I don't have a clue what that's like. Believe it or not, your equilibrium gets reset and all this
that
stuff.
right?
So it might. I don't know. I don't know who I was reading. Somebody in the wrestling writing world put the mistakes down to that.
I bet it was a bloke.
Probably was. Doesn't even hurt pregnancy, does it?
Yeah, I don't know. The woman like kayfabe.
So don't come for me. This is not what I believe. I don't know anything about that sort of thing, but apparently that happens, and that might be a reason why. But I just think she's really rusty. Needs to get back in the ring in the performance center, iron out the creases, if you will. And there we are.
That sucks. Brie Bella's been pregnant for 8 years.
No.
Oh, come on. She's pretty bad. Okay, my tweet about it was, and I'll still say it now, everyone messes up.
Well, they do, don't
End
they?
of. I mean, obviously this has happened
Seth
because it's...
Rollins.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, all these people who are big Seth Rollins fans, big whatever fans, are like, she's retired now. She shouldn't be in a ring.
Yeah.
Like, she's on a Maybelline 95, injuring literally every wrestler she competed
Wasn't that long
against.
ago when Sheamus booted someone in the skull as well? I can't remember
That
who it
was Charles Robinson.
Right, what?
Yeah, he was refereeing. Just happened to be. He was like, it was on his knees for some reason. Like, hey,
Oh.
get in the corner, and he ran past to hit the guy, and he's kneed him right in the back, and they had to
Oh,
replace
right.
him. And Sheamus was given the belt in 2 months. So, on one hand, yeah, I mean, people are just like concerned for the wrestlers, and the other half, a lot of people who already did dislike the Bellas, and I'm not a Bellas.
I mean, this is WWE's fault, by the way, because they've positioned the Bellas, rightly or wrongly, as these bloody legends of the women's wrestling.
Popular in the locker room.
They were passing the torch down to Ronda at SummerSlam and stuff like that. It's
In defense, though, in terms of mainstream, they do have the
of course,
total divas, total Bellas. So I see where they're coming from. But a lot of people who, like myself, I don't watch it because I'm not in reality or unreality TV, whatever you're going to call it now. And they're like, legendary stars of Raw, The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Cena, the Bellas. You're like, really? But to a lot of people, they are. They don't watch WWE, but they will watch the Bellas and Total Divas, and I
I've
understand
got
it.
mates
But,
who don't watch wrestling and know who the Bellas are.
right.
Yeah.
So I get it. And wasn't there that thing on Twitter? It's weird because there's so many Twitter things that happen for like a day, and if you miss it, you're like, what? I have no idea what you're talking about. But wasn't there something about like, get rid of these bimbos? We need real female wrestlers. And it's just like, wasn't that like a few days before this? Like, oh, shut up, don't be ridiculous. And this happened. So I'm sure people are like, we were right.
Yeah.
We were right.
It's a complicated issue, but I think people are fueling their pre-existing hatred of the Bellas into this.
People seem really happy when they mess up.
Oh yeah.
If-
People love it when anyone messes.
It's when they get-
I mean, I am.
Maffew from Botch.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't care if it's like Bella or
Yeah, you
there's
don't
the Bellas,
discriminate, yeah.
Cena,
But it's
Sabu, Reigns,
It's especially
Omega.
when-
They're all equally worthless to
the
me.
pedestal thing, especially when WWE's put them on a pedestal like that. People like to see people in high places fall over, don't they?
True.
It's just human nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
Haha, they've got money, but look at them.
Oh,
Ha ha.
that is so British, though,
Yeah.
isn't it? Oh, I loved you when you were unsuccessful. Oh, Progress is running Wembley.
We should probably talk about other news as well.
What's that segue?
Ah.
Jack's good. Jack's good.
Thank you.
What else is happening, Jack?
Oh,
I wasn't going to go straight to this one, but I guess I will do. This Sunday, Progress are running Chapter 76, Hello Wembley, which is in Wembley Arena. Me and Sam are going down. If you see us, come and say hello.
tickets still available.
Tickets still available.
Links on cultaholic.com.
Links on cultaholic.com.
These are just to see Jack, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a little merch table. No,
Just be front row, a little table.
but I think it's going to be good. It's an important show in the history of British wrestling, massive one, and I hope it's really good. I hope they knock it out of the park.
I'm sure it's going to be a good show, just looking at the lineup.
Yes.
Vault
Pete Dunne.
Debate.
Vault Debate, Pete Dunne, Ilya Dragunov.
I mean, that is amazing, by the way, just to see Ilya being this big deal, like in WXW, and suddenly, without any Progress experience, he's like, hello, I'm going to wrestle your champ.
Matt Riddle's on the show, which I forgot about. He's wrestling
Yeah.
Haskins. We've got
I thought it
Teos.
was Drake.
No, I think it's Haskins. I think James Drake.
Yeah.
No, he's in the tag match. We've got. They've both got lovely long
Leave that
blonde.
in.
They've both got lovely long blonde hair.
Oh, I'm not going to get them two mixed up.
Also,
I'm just crap.
we've got
Dirty Doug Williams.
Doug Williams versus Trent Seven for the Atlas belt. If Doug loses, then that's it.
Interview with Doug on cultaholic.com.
Yeah. Also,
No, wait, do it like everything else. Doug Williams, last ever Cultaholic interview.
but I think, and I hope this is what I think is going to happen in that match, right? Because Trent Seven is the most sarcastic man in wrestling. I think that at some point in the match, Doug's going to be on his knees. Trent's going to go sarcastically. He's going to pretend to cry or something. Go, I'm sorry. I love you. Go for a move, maybe a super kick to take the piss. Doug will reverse it, near fall. Oh, everyone will be like, whoa. That's what I think is going to happen.
How weird would it be if that exact thing happens? Jim Swan's like, who told you? Who leaked the end?
Also, TLC match, Eddie Dennis and Mark Andrews,
Right.
who used to be friends and now aren't. And Eddie Dennis is a class heel, really, really good promos and stuff.
It took me a while from the grow on me as a baddie.
Right.
But now, yeah.
Yep. And what's the other big one? Jimmy Havoc and Paul Robinson are going to make each other bleed all over the
Yeah,
ring.
Robinson, not quite retired.
Yeah.
Not just yet. He can do whatever he likes.
Yeah.
He can have as many matches as he wants. I'm not going to argue with him.
So it's a really strong lineup. There's a big multi-person tag match as well. There's a women's championship triple threat, Ginny, Millie McKenzie, and Tony Storm. It's all going to be great.
That was great if it all rhymed.
Yeah.
Ginny, Millie.
And Tilly. So yeah, that's the progress news. What
Lovely.
else? Neville.
Neville has apparently gone AWOL. A quote from Meltzer, a direct quote, which is
Sergeant AWOL.
I love it.
he's got a huge erection.
He's
According to Dave
loco.
Meltzer.
I like Corporal Cajun.
Major guns.
Some say he's hiding with his private stash.
Private stash, I forgot. I love the Misfits in action.
Misfits in action. Yes.
But
Neville-
apparently Big Dave's numerous independent promotions have contacted Neville, and he's just not replying.
Scene.
Aye, apparently, yeah. Last month it was, I am now ready to accept bookings, according to Big Dave about Neville. And now it's Neville's not replying.
Big Dave said, no, I never said that.
Well, then Neville said, then apparently he started telling people he had legal issues to work through beforehand. And then WWE came out and said, no, you don't. You can wrestle who you like.
That's right, they did say.
And now he's just.
He just wants a bit of time off, man.
I mean, we could be like meters from Neville right now. We could be walking down there. Because
He's been spotted in Weatherspoons, the Quayside.
Has he?
Aye.
The Quayside
By
Weatherspoons.
someone who works here.
Wow.
Not going to give away who, though. Don't know why.
Well, it clearly wasn't me because I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't me either. It was Pacitti. Sam's friend has seen him in a trampoline park in Newcastle upon Tyne.
See, I drive past the trampoline park on the way to work, and I'm like, I'm not really awake. So like, trampoline park.
He's practicing his flips.
Give me
Ben!
Where is
It's
it?
Ben. He's been spotted in a hospital.
Freeman Hospital line, looking jacked, according to a Reddit user.
Oh, looking real jacked. So yeah, I mean, I reckon we should just after this we should just go and look for him like, around the
The hunt
streets.
for Neville.
But yeah,
We should just find out from Lewis where his parents live and just go around to his parents.
our pal Lewis.
Ben coming out to play.
Richard
Can
Tubman.
Ben come?
Richard Tubman was part of that wrestling team
Aye,
as
and
well.
Reed
when he-
claims he doesn't really know him though.
Well,
Did you
Richard
ever hear
younger.
Gary's white van?
Big Gary's van.
Big Gary.
Yeah. And yeah.
Tubman came out the back.
Tubman
of that
used to be a
when he was
wrestler.
Polish.
Someone used. I heard he used to be a wrestler called Ricky Jan, and his gimmick was that he was the assistant of a white
Was
van
that Ricky
man.
Vanyan?
Yes, I think it was.
I think the van's crucial.
Apparently they had their own jingle. The jingle was the theme music. Yes.
Hopefully, Richard, when he edits this, will insert that jingle if he can find it.
Wait.
Yes,
That's
please.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great
Yeah,
job. He did it. What a
fantastic.
nice man.
So yeah.
But yeah, Neville's gone AWOL is the news there.
Thing is, Ospreay's been very open about wanting him at Wrestle Kingdom, and that'll be huge. So I really hope that happens. But I don't know what Neville wants to do. Don't know where his head's at. Don't know.
I like that, though, in the day and age where instant information everywhere can find. So no one knows what Neville's up to.
Yeah.
What a great man.
probably
Actually, he's
Actually,
in the derelict northeast, isn't there, where there's nothing to do?
A small mining town outside of London.
Yeah.
3 hours away.
Yeah.
What else can you do apart from go to the football?
He's
You know
probably
what I mean?
nicked a milk float and drove into the burn like Buzzcock. So, anyway.
Wow. What people don't know is actually on main event every week, but no one's watching.
Very
And that's all I've got.
Other news. Raw posted its lowest ever rating this week.
This news story seems to happen a few times every year.
Second time in 2018 it's happened.
Is it? Mm.
So this is the current lowest.
This is the current lowest.
Right. But the NFL started, right? So
Yeah.
it's,
There was NFL, there was an NFL match, Monday Night Football, then 2 shows
Was
also.
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars and something else also had the season premieres, debuts, whatever the saying is. in
I always
TV.
take these with a bit of a pinch of salt because while I'm sure they're
Ratings
accurate,
are irrelevant these days.
I was gonna say,
especially
like-
with the massive TV deal
You got
coming in soon.
YouTube, Hulu,
Yeah.
all that bollocks.
So, and then they're split on so many different networks anyway. So, and yeah, how much was the Fox deal again?
Oh,
1.5 billion over
1.5
5
was it?
years or 3 years.
Right. So, yeah, clearly this low ratings means the end of
I mean,
WWE as we know it.
Saying that, there was still 2-point-something million people watching over the 3 hours, which isn't too bad.
That's amazing when you actually think about it.
Yeah.
Considering all
Watch
the other
all
stuff.
of it. Wow.
Well, like hour by hour, it fluctuates between 2.2, I think it was this week, and 2 point something else.
Okay.
It's not too bad, is it?
It's WWE's.
Nobody's watching.
It's forever.
Attitude Era's
Forever.
better.
The ratings were better. Yeah. We say this though, but wait, who's at Showdown Under? The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels.
It's funny because you know the new Sting they've got, the new intro bit that's replaced the then now forever.
Another
thing.
what? NWO Sting.
The first
Yes.
person you see on the now bit is Undertaker.
Oh,
which I think a bit. I made
How-
that.
Well, I mean,
How-
yeah, he's still around.
In
Isn't-
WTF moment.
is Hogan but in that?
Yeah, he's the first person you see.
He's coming out in Saudi
Well,
Arabia, isn't he?
Hasn't he been in the Then Now Forever bit? It's been a while since I've actually
I thought they took him out.
Cut it out then.
Yeah.
Right. But he keeps on getting inserted, like in the photo shoot this week.
Right.
Hogan was
I
there.
think they replaced him with Ted DiBiase, going, everybody's got a price.
Oh no, not the one they just had. The done.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right,
they just
right.
flicks through. So
Yeah.
maybe but yeah. So yeah, they are pushing. Like, is it okay yet? And New Day are like, well, see what happens.
We're not quite ready for that yet. I imagine it. I hope they don't. I just don't want to see him back. I'm
No.
not
Do you think they'll do it? Well, like, it's non-canon as the expression is. They'll come out to Saudi Arabia, be like, oh my god, it's Hulk Hogan. Then Raw about not mention him.
Yeah, maybe.
Hulk Hogan in kayfabe exists in Saudi Arabia, but not America.
just memoir him in
think-
the pictures from the event. Just a silhouette of you.
I think I might actually have.
Who's that Pokemon? Da-da-da.
It's Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, brother. Da-da-da.
Miraculously, next week on Raw, Mojo Rawley starts doing that. That was actually Mojo in Saudi Arabia. That silhouette.
God, he looked a bit weird, didn't he?
Do you remember that? Did you make this? I've always thought it was your thing, but it might not be. You know the who's that Pokemon? It's me, Austin. Was that
No,
you?
someone else made it because
Was that
It's Me Austin is a meme by itself. It has its
Yeah,
own
yeah.
knowyourmeme.com page. So
Yeah.
it wasn't me that made that. Wish it was.
Yeah,
I'll take ownership of it.
That's,
It was me who made.
Nah,
Yeah, give me money.
that's the news.
that's the news, isn't
That's
it?
it.
Yeah.
That's the big issues of
And
the
the
week.
news is, until recently, I've been calling Amsterdam a country.
No, you haven't. Maffew.
How?
Bum, bum, ba-dum. So it's only fair if I mess up, people know about it and make
Okay.
fun of me. So
That's a great.
I can't wait to go to the great country of Amsterdam.
How's
this
that
weekend.
happened then? What's happened there?
What do you mean?
How did you
What's
think
happened?
Amsterdam was a country for so long?
I couldn't really bother to look up what it was.
Interesting.
Not really. I thought I'd say something daft at the end.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Yes. Oh yeah.
I just thought, do we not do, if you like a lot of cameos and sometimes wrestling, you like the Hall of Fame?
No,
No.
the Hall of Fame can't be subjected to such comedy because it's a very serious and
If
very
you like coffee plugs and
yeah. Coffee got in.
Isle of Man singers,
Oh yeah, Derek Sandy.
everything but
no,
wrestling.
Last week's was not the most dramatic of Hall of Fames because of
was a
one
one-horse
particular
race.
incident. It
One-horse
was, yeah,
race,
one horse
this one.
race.
And who was that horse, Jack?
A big Sheamus, wasn't it? No, we're not watching that.
Now, interestingly, he knew the camera was on, did
Oh,
Big
did
Shamey,
he?
because I've seen the extended cut.
There's more!
They're on Instagram for the entire time. There's a woman, I think she's called Claire, sat in the background of the shot with a baby. Whether she's Sheamus' partner, I don't know, but they're talking about Total Divas, Total Bellas, whatever it is, for a very long time. And he just goes all the way through going, no, I'm not watching that stuff.
Was he drunk? Was he just drunk?
I don't know. They were drinking whiskey. It was Whiskey Thursday. Lana had a big...
Whiskey
Thursday.
I think it
Wow.
was it whiskey? It was whiskey someday. Just go with
Nice.
Thursday. Lana had a big flute thing of whiskey, which I was shocked
What a
about.
lad.
Oh, no. Is that why your accent keeps on slipping every week?
Oh, you. But Sheamus knew what he was doing. And it must be nice being in WWE for 10 years and then just not giving a hoot.
See, even better, he knew it was...
Yep.
Oh, no, it's ruined the clip. So you seen he's put on Instagram today, or last night, whatever. When I woke up,
It's all
it was
tied
there.
up.
It's all tied up. Forced to watch that stuff. That would be the world's worst. Never mind the hell and the smell we got coming up.
Yeah.
Having to watch Total Bellas.
Sam's been
Oh.
watching it recently. He says it's all right. I don't believe him.
Has he asked for his opinion much?
What?
Nothing.
Wait, I don't understand.
Whatever. What's in the following?
Oh, right. Unsurprisingly, yeah.
So Sheamus was up against that and Deck just because. You know.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sheamus won this week.
Wait, wasn't that my pick? Yeah, I get it.
No, what?
That was his.
It was both of ours, wasn't it?
Yeah, I picked that and Deck just because I have to have
Oh, we
three,
both
don't we?
picked it. That's right. It was yeah. Split the vote.
Well,
No, you picked the sign guy.
you did.
Off the
Yeah,
rock.
you
How could
did.
that not? Oh, damn you, Seamus. Damn it. How dare you remember what I picked for Hall of Fame?
We've all got them this
I
week.
mean,
in
last
mind.
week in the comments, some arsehole called us unprofessional for not having picks ready when we start this segment. Imagine
How
calling us
dare they.
unprofessional
How do they know that? Did you leak that as well as the
on
progress
this
finish?
illustrious podcast. Arsehole.
You put him in then?
Not him, nah. He can go to hell, as far as I'm concerned.
Straight
What
down.
with Dave Meltzer?
Aye.
Who wants,
So yourself.
who wants to go first?
I will. Me.
Go on then.
Yoshihashi
Damn it! That was mine.
Yes.
Damn it!
Is that your man who fell over?
Yeah.
My man who fell over.
I'm so annoyed.
Did he do a Brie Bella? Did he?
More
If
of a
only
Titus- more of a
he was
Titus
a Brie
O'Neil.
Bella. What's that?
More of a Titus.
I was going to
O'Neil.
say, come
The
on now,
worst.
let's not mix the botches. This was a Titus, not a Brie.
Everything's a Brie now.
Yeah, so
Everything's better with Brie.
Okay.
Okay.
it's just you with a big load of cheese next week doing Dad Jack impression.
Walk us through the jokes.
Okay,
The jokes. Walk us through the botch.
none of us can talk today. We're very
Go
unprofessional.
on.
That guy was right.
Fuck.
Jay White beating up Okada.
It's a big dramatic moment.
Switchblade. Oh no, who could save him?
It's a
Who
big
could
scene.
save him?
I must
Someone new. We need a hero. Oh, no, no, do, 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 do. Yoshihashi, and just proof that there's so many great New Japan fans out there. People going, ha, of course Yoshitatsu would mess up. No, Yoshihashi, the other one.
The one who
Came
looks
out
like a little
and
guinea pig, sort of. He's got like comical hair. He looks like a Jedward. No, not
Are you
really.
describing yourself? You're deflecting here, pal. Anyway, yeah, so the guy looks like Jack came running out and fell flat on his face, flat on his ass, as
It's
Dave
like
White
the
Smith may
MSG
say.
camera setup as well, so he fell out of view.
Oh, yeah, so he's literally like running down like the Monty Python night, and he was like, yay! And
Yeah.
then Jay White's like, all right, come on, beat up Okada. And yeah, he came in, his face all bloody.
He
He's
bust
good,
himself.
good for him, though. I mean, he apparently just planted the entire apron and kept on gunning because there was nobody else.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
That wouldn't happen in your sport,
Yeah.
Mick Foley.
I still don't know what point he was trying to prove there. But anyway,
Wait, Hell in a Cell, he would have been carted off if it was a real sport, wouldn't he, with a tooth in his nose? But he didn't carry it on.
yeah, great. Well done, Foley. Hey, Foley, do you want to present? Do one shooting.
He was
shooting
having
star.
a go at people who say wrestling's fake, and he says in reply, does your sport carry on after such and such? And they say no. Well, he goes, mine does, even though wrestling's not a sport.
Wrestling's always weird. It's always like the most ridiculous, crazy thing. Would I think of a famous footballer? Would O.J. Simpson stop? He was throwing off a 15-foot cell through tables. No, it's like, well, that would never happen. What are we talking about? Anyway, I digress. Please cut that out. It wasn't very interesting. Yoshihashi then got up, continued, and what a great guy. Gato then turned diddler. I think that translated Japanese, I'm not sure. And by swinging a really, really bad chair shot, because he had it like all kerfluffly.
Yeah.
Swinged it, went, and it kind of went, ah. So I think Gato did this deliberately, just to take the attention away from
The botch.
poor ketchup face.
Yosh.
And yeah, focus on me. Oh, whoops, I accidentally hit him with a bad chair shot. Oh, no. So, yeah, Yoshihashi.
That was mine. Ross, can you go next, please? Because
Come on, I'll talk for like 10 minutes there.
Mine's aired in English this week because of that promo
pick.
on SmackDown
Yeah.
Live. It was fantastic. The line, oh, you're not going to tell him what happened on that night in Milwaukee with the little look. The little look was the cherry on top of the cake. He looked straight down the camera. He broke the fourth wall. Vince McMahon was losing his bollocks backstage. But yeah, he's very talented, isn't he? Aired in English. Just booked like an idiot.
I think he's good.
I'm going to go, don't you know what happened in Milwaukee or something. It wouldn't be work, would it?
Should have done the Foley. Happened right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Nah.
When I
That
kicked
was
you
good.
twice in the face in Milwaukee.
Go on, let's break the news then. What happened in Milwaukee?
I don't know.
Just make something up and then we'll break the news.
Well, I had a theory, but it's one that's all over
Is
the
it a
place.
game theory?
No, it's one that's all over the place on the internet. But it's that The Rock.
Like everything else.
The Rock said that
Yeah,
him and
right.
Lana did the Wisconsin wheelbarrow. Milwaukee's in Wisconsin. It's The Rock.
Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it?
What?
But would they use this to get The Rock back in?
SmackDown Live 1000's coming up, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is.
Right.
And The Rock's apparently been approached or something. Probably.
Not
Yeah,
Batista.
by Lana. That's just, yeah.
Not poor Dave.
No, who else is from Milwaukee? Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
He did it.
When the last time Milwaukee was brought up on WTV was when R-Truth came out when Green Bay, Wisconsin, boo, Milwaukee, and Michael Cole was all that, oh, you idiot, Milwaukee, chanting on the crowd.
You know who else is from Wisconsin? Mr.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, along with the guy from Making a Murderer.
Yeah, and Jeffrey Dahmer. He's from Wisconsin. Who Adam Pacini has been compared to.
wait. Dixon, our pal, there's a picture going around on Facebook of James Dahmer that's Jeffrey Dahmer, not James Dahmer, sorry, Jeffrey Dahmer that says, I wanted 5 guys brought to a restaurant. And he goes, isn't that Maffew? God, it looks like me in
You look
10
like
years'
Jeffrey
time.
Dahmer.
This photo that's
Pacini
going
look like
around of
Jeffrey
me, of Jeffrey Dahmer is just like, is that just like Dad me? It's terrifying. Anyway, don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to go for Kid Lycos. because he's a lovely lad. Met him, and he's always.
Do you have his mask on?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
I've never seen him without.
Me neither.
I've seen a picture of him without.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, but
I'm really happy for you.
But no, he's a proper nice lad. Bumped into him a couple of times at shows, and he's always just been dead pleasant and stuff. And this past week, he did an impression of Jim Smallman, and it's fantastic. So he came out of the ring, dressed in he had his mask on still, obviously, but he had his cap, skinny jeans, fake sleeve tattoos. Got in the ring with the microphone, like Jim Smallman does at the start of every show, which has influenced so many British indies now. You can't go to a British indie show without the promoter coming out and doing a casual, matey opening to the show. What?
Defiant Wrestling.
Oh, yeah, true.
Never see that management team come out, do you?
I'd love that.
Oh, no, we got Primate doing it.
Yeah, Primate does.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I'd love it if... Anyway, then Lycos walks around the ring a bit, all the fans, I think it's an attack, are all going, ooh. Then he just goes, yeah. That's the best bit. Jim Smallman.
Nice.
That's mine. Kid Lycos. It was a panic pick. It's not going to win, but let's just have it in there. And he's a nice lad. And I hope he stops getting injured so much because he's good.
God, yeah, I mean...
It's the CC curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone in CCK gets injured.
Brooks couldn't do bowler because he's injured. Then Gresham seems to be all right, but when I saw him at a Wrestling Media Con...
Limping.
Oof.
Yeah.
He said he was all right. He was just tweaked his leg, thankfully. But...
Who's his partner in a minute? Timothy Thatcher.
Oh, no. Don't
He's
say that.
not going to get injured.
Don't
He's
say
massive.
that.
Seen him. He's not going to get injured. What a big man.
Why? Why have you said that? I love Thatcher.
Yeah. Anyway.
Somebody clip that out, will you? And put it on the internet.
Oh, no. All right, it's very bad for some of the Northeast to say those words in succession. Timothy Thatcher, Timothy. Matthew's house has been burned down.
You'll be walking down the street next week and a pickaxe will just fly out of nowhere.
The Iron Lady. There she is.
What do you call me? Well, those are the picks. I like that we just ragged on talking about the professionalism of wrestlers and we all picked picks out of nowhere. Yeah, please vote for your favourite Hall of Fame pick by going to Cultaholic.
Patreon.com/Cultaholic. It's all
yes. Give us your money. I don't love Thatcher.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
Time to recap the week that was. Well, I say week, I say Monday and Tuesday because, that Wednesday. Get yourself lockjaw trying down that one.
We had Leo Rush and Noam Dar on Wednesday.
Did we?
Leo Rush won. Despite Dar battering
I don't need to watch it now then. Sweet.
Sorry.
Save me an hour. Cheers. The Riot Squad defeated the...
We've done that one.
How bad's this? 3 hours of Raw. 3 hours of Raw. That obviously the thing with the Brie Bellas was obviously very noteworthy. Connor. Is that somebody new? No, Connor from the Ascension number 2, as they call him, defeated Chad Gable.
It's Connor the big one, the bald one.
Yeah, I think he's
He's got the mohawk.
legitimately the worst wrestler in WWE for me.
Connor?
Yeah, I think he's really bad.
This week of all weeks.
He just won.
Brie
I know
Bella.
he did, but when you watch them in the ring, I think you're like the worst wrestler in WWE, aren't you?
So
That's actually a good thing, actually. Who is the...
So Victor's
anyway,
all
go
right.
on.
Victor's
Victor had a match. Who was Victor? Victor last week had a pretty good but short match against some...
Chad Gable as well. Yeah.
And also, the funny thing was, not only was this a singles match for Connor, and it may have been his first singles win since 2013.
Wow.
And that season of NXT he was on. It's also the first win, if you don't count main event, which we obviously don't, because that would imply people watching it's on TV. It's either the first match they've won either since 2017 or 2016, depending on...
Well, either of them.
The ones... yes.
Right.
It's a tag team.
Wow.
So, yeah. And as if that wasn't incredible enough, he won with the Dominator.
He has a finishing move.
He has a finishing move, which is a really cool move. Someone speculated that... No, and also it was Lashley's. It was either the Lashlight or...
Oh, right.
It was like
Whiplash
a
or something.
Dominator flatliner hybrid thing.
Right. But Lashley's not been using that move. He's been using the delayed suplex. Someone's going, wait. Don't tell me the reason why Lashley's not been using the Dominator and looking cool is because they want to protect Connor. And he's won the singles match. It's like, wait, what does this mean?
Do you reckon Lashley approached Connor and said, that's my move? He's like, no, I've been here longer, pal. And I've got dibs. That's what I would do.
That's exactly what
That's how
exactly. We can exclusively reveal that is what happened. Who was Sean Ross Sapp? We don't know.
This was a really weird result because the story's been that Chad Gable's been helping Bobby Roode win matches, but he's been a bit full of himself. And it's just been perfectly set up for Bobby Roode to snap and turn heel as we all want him to be. And then Gable can be a lovely big babyface as we all want him to be. And instead, they've gone, They spent about 4 weeks going, Chad Gable's really good. Look at him. He's too excited, but he's really good. And now they've gone, he's not that good. Connor's beat him clean. He beat him clean, didn't he?
Yeah.
Clean as a whistle, and the crowd noise was just...
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got a new pop, has he, Connor?
oh, please.
Brother Love pop, Bobby Lashley pop,
Brother
Connor
Love pop there.
What was the Bobby Lashley
Connor
pop?
pop.
When he returned, it was more like a, whoa!
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, Brother Love pop is just everyone going mental.
Yeah, I know who you are now. Yay!
Overman in
And then
wrestling.
Connor Pop was like,
Yeah. You seen, in School of Rock where no vacancies win and everyone's booing and there's just one guy going, yeah, no vacancy. I just think there's one Connor fan just like, yeah.
like Matt Cole's just gone,
Yeah.
nope, I can do all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is just basically we've got 3 hours of Raw to fill. They just had this match for no reason, but it is amazing to see getting the little and really little winning. Similar to how the Authors of Pain were feuding with Titus Worldwide for a few weeks. So Apollo got a win out of nowhere, and he's like, great. That means now, mate.
I just don't. What's Chad Gable done backstage? Because he's bloody charismatic. He's the
class.
reason Jason Jordan got to the main roster. Because Jason Jordan would be.
He's to blame.
He would have been Angelo Dawkins if he didn't have Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bad thing because they're actually doing something now, isn't he? I've made a mess of this. But yeah, he's a really good wrestler. He's the modern day Kurt Angle in every aspect of his game. Yet he's still losing to Connor. Don't get it, me.
No.
However, Ziggler and McIntyre, we still haven't come up with a wacky name. I know they're trying to do the Dogs of War thing.
It was
maybe,
when
but...
Coach was there. It was the D&D Train Express or something, wasn't it?
Oh, it was almost good until that. D&D
What did
no,
I-
Double
what?
D, the
What did
Double
I-
D Train Express or something.
What did I
don't
say at
know.
the start?
Good God.
Did I say
No
the
wonder
ho-
he's been
Did I
fired.
say
Tell
the,
thousands of shows with
did I
that.
say the horse train at the start of the show? I'm back on the horse train. Can we just call him the horse train?
Horse and train. Horse train.
Yeah, the horse train. Like
Figure out
cat
which
dog.
one's which.
Yeah.
Yeah, like cat dog.
Horse train.
I like Advanced D&D myself, but
No, horse train.
I'll compete with that.
Let's go on the D.
Yeah.
Because everyone loves the D.
Defeated the Revival. And this was Revival's attempt to go, no, look, please notice us.
I think they were good.
Please. Please, God.
Positioned as the baby faces here, which I thought was a bit
Yeah.
weird. But
And-
it worked still.
God, they went balls out here with the finishes. And
It belonged on a takeover, didn't it? If it was about 20 minutes longer.
yeah. Yeah.
It was like condensed. Yeah, it was good. Really good. I really enjoyed it.
Just a big old spot fest, very NXT-ish. And yeah, Ziggler and McIntyre have been weird in terms of like, I don't really care about you as people, but man, in the ring, they've been knocking out the park. And other
I care
expressions.
about Drew McIntyre.
Oh, I care about, but not in this role. Like,
Right. I think it's leading to something, hopefully.
Yeah. Drew is playing Dolph Diesel,
Yes.
Triple D.
Yeah.
And the other highlight of the show, Ambrose. I actually really enjoyed the stuff
I
there.
like the way they did it.
Yeah. Because when they go, all you need is this, and they held up the titles, and there's
And he's
Dean
just like
looking for his potted plant.
Mitch. Yes.
All he looked and somebody was streaming the Brock Lesnar match from WrestleMania. He's like, yeah, I've got to turn.
I liked it, but I thought what was gonna. I've done that classic wrestling fan thing of having it in my head what was gonna happen, and now the thing that was in my head hasn't exactly happened. Now I'm like, it's not the way I
Right.
imagined it. But I thought
Like the
that
Star Wars fans.
yeah, I thought that Dean was gonna turn out the blue, and then he would explain rather than having the heels explaining why he should turn, and then he might do. I'm really going to enjoy it if you think Dean's going to turn, and then it's
Wow.
it's Roman Reigns. I've just punched the table for those listening. Carry on talking about yourself.
Dean should turn.
No, Roman should turn. But
yeah.
anyway, what do you think?
I mean, I like it because it's interesting. There's actually, a character there rather than the once really exciting, really cool Braun versus Roman feud, which is just being left out overnight. Should be in the oven, stop, stale, flies all over it. And it's weird that it's suddenly turned into this Saturday morning cartoon where it's, the Avengers of the good guys, they're on the baddies, that's by Baron Corbin, yeah, and all this. And obviously Roman Reigns in this would be played by Rodimus Prime from Transformers, being his about and like, oh, go on, press it. There you go. No, there's going to be 3 people on Twitter
Rodimus.
that are going to, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, this is a, should I go into it? No, he looks very impassionate there. I'll move on. But the 3 people who go, yeah, more of those references will follow me some more. Any other thoughts on Raw?
Not really.
Sweet. SmackDown. The Miz crashed Truth TV while Daniel Bryan was being interviewed.
I love
like
Truth
this.
TV.
Yeah.
apart
we all love
from the dancing, that was
didn't
so,
like the dance
I didn't
breaks.
like it.
That's
mate.
what made it.
It was too random for me. That was just Vince McMahon going, "Wouldn't it be fun to see them dance? Damn it!"
I thought it was our truth being our truth.
I didn't
Well,
like
it's a
it. mate.
mixture of both because Vince is like, well, he's a black guy. Of course, he's got soul.
Oh, no.
Get slick. Go back and watch WTV. I'm not being racist.
No, it's an accurate... If you go
Yeah.
to WWE history, it is. Yeah.
Yo, how dare you say that, Maffew? Look at the network. Oh, all right, fair point, Paul. Yeah, I like this. And again, Miz and Bryan, despite matches or feuds, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
It's eating your shirt. Yeah, it's a great feud. Still loving it. Then just Miz beating Truth, realize he's got him down, and be like, "Oh, you know what? I think I'll do your finish." So he beat him in 14 minutes 10. He would have beaten him in 2 minutes 15 if he'd used his wife's finisher.
There was something I
Kicks
missed on
that
the
head.
old WTF moments, and that was Daniel
no.
Bryan critiquing the Miz's yes kicks. The irony,
Why?
because of Brie.
Oh, yeah.
What's Bryan supposed to say? Pet, man. Whoa, Miz, you know.
Geordie Dan.
After every kick, it was Shira. Aiden English made wild accusations about Lana. That's very well typed. Yes. Maybe, well,
I mean,
I
I
don't
always
know, were
steal these from Drewy.com. I don't write them myself.
I'm
Why are you
never-
ruining the show?
Give credit where it's due.
I'm supposed to ruin the show. You're supposed to make it better. Yeah, that happened.
I'm
And-
never like too... I'm not one who notices Lana's accent too often, but in this promo...
Oh no,
she
she's
was
just
like-
stopped doing it.
She just stopped
like,
doing
the
that.
past
Alright.
2 months. She only the one
Yeah.
word she says in Russian is
Rusev.
Yeah, that-
Crush.
and then that's it. Yeah.
So the first thing she said was, Rusev would never do that.
Yeah.
I think it was when the cast of Glow turned up months ago. That's when she just went bollocks. I'm American now.
I mean,
don't notice, please.
do we think that it's true and that Aiden's telling the truth, or do we think that he's just being a heel?
I think it's true, me.
Whoa. Matthew?
Because WWE have a track record of making Lana look a bit like that, don't they? After the LTMZ break with The Rock and whatnot.
Ziggler, The Rock,
Ziggler, The Rock, yeah.
Enzo, sort of, but it was a plan.
Yeah, that was a plan.
Yeah.
I hope it's true and it doesn't involve Claire Lynch.
Oh, from yeah. But I
I
don't.
hope it does.
I
I
don't.
hope she's all right, Claire. What's happened since you left? Because
No.
she bottled that storyline, didn't she? Because of the heat.
Not so much bottled as smothered in its sleep. I can't bear to see it like this.
Just want to know if she's okay, you know.
I'm sure
Claire,
she's
if
fine.
you're watching,
We'll get Sean Ross Sapp to communicate with her.
Why do you keep bringing up Sean Ross? Sir?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
Because people were ragging him on the line because
Were
him
they?
amongst other
Was it
people were
definitely
just...
him?
People, again, going out the Brie Bella thing, people have been so critical of Brie Bella.
was
as
it?
we've
Did
obviously
he
discussed.
actually write something like that?
And then
I've
people have been
only
like, when a male fancies Brie Bella needs to retire. Like, reporting on the news story, and it was Seth Rollins, like, injured Sting. There's been an incident in a match between Sting
Yeah,
and Seth Rollins,
right,
so it's just
right,
that.
right.
So, I'm not, he's following me on Twitter. I've got any issues with him.
seen- I didn't know he wrote that. I just
You do
saw
now.
That's all the news he put. Shame on him.
How dare you? How dare you
Look at us,
profit
the-
from people messing
The
up?
morality police here.
Yeah. Samoa Joe invaded AJ Styles' home. Well, he didn't
Wait,
invade the home. I
what
mean,
was
He
how
went
at
in.
WWE, he knocked on the door.
He
During
went in at the end,
W-
though. Didn't
Did
he?
you go in?
That's how it
I
went
thought
off
you
the
just
air. didn't
lingered outside the door.
He rang the bell.
Oh.
Then he went, oh. Turned it off, didn't he? Did he?
I don't
In
think
my
he
mind,
actually
he
had
went
it.
and did something unspeakable to Wendy and thingy. Annie.
So we're going from like creepy macho, I'm better than you, I'm gonna get your wife, take her to Samoa Island,
Samoa.
the famous country of Samoa, just right next to Amsterdam, and all this to just, I'm actually gonna go inside your house. Like, okay,
I want to
Yeah.
know how many people rang the police in whatever area of America that was in. Like, legitimately.
What?
We're watching SmackDown Live and thought, police?
well, anything to look. Well, he's in his sweats. He's the only Samoan guy in the entire area. Go on.
AJ Styles' wife's called Wendy.
Yeah.
Wendy.
What was Orton's wife called when Triple H smashed through the door with a sledgehammer? And he's like, "Don't answer the door." Was that Wendy as well? Or am I just hearing that?
Mrs. Orton.
Mrs. Orton,
don't know.
don't answer the door. I don't know. Oh, if it's Wendy, that's great.
That's a great twist. You look at the door, it's Randy Orton's house.
He's got the wrong one.
It's RKO's him shuts the door.
So I saw a thing on Reddit. I can't remember what the punchline was. Something like, someone was like, it was the sort of thread that they put up after SmackDown or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And someone had put, because SmackDown's now live, does this mean that Joe is currently in their house right now as we are typing? And someone put, I hope that next week's SmackDown opens up with him still outside, and he just like leaves a crap in a bag or something and lights it on fire and runs
It's like
away.
when Braun Strowman lived in a garbage truck for 8 days.
Yeah.
And somehow that garbage truck turned up where Raw was.
That was amazing discussion that went on. Now, was that the same truck? Has he actually been gestating like the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars this entire time?
It was when in the House of Horrors match, they worked out the time zones and wherever Orton and Wyatt were, because it was dark, they had to be like an incredible distance away from the arena and then managed to get there in time for the end of the match.
Yeah, that was definitely the only issue with that match.
Yeah, it was. The rest of it was so good they've put it in a
To the
game.
game, right?
To be fair, I think that's a good decision. Bit of fun.
Oh,
That's
actually,
okay.
yeah, in a video game, that's going to be great.
Yeah.
But it means that they might do another one. If they make a playset of it, like the effing Shark Cage.
Yeah.
Starcade.
Buy the Starcade play set. Have the 4 horsemen surround the cage.
God damn it.
Oh, lovely.
My highlight of the show was Miz coming out and going, "You're an idiot." I'm an idiot with a talk show.
Nice.
And then he danced.
Becky Lynch.
Yes.
Bloody, she's Conor McGregor now. She jumped Charlotte, which is, again, another example of them being... Road Dogg's like, you can choose who you want to cheer for, guys. And then Becky Lynch jumps Charlotte at a photo shoot and stands over her and goes, take the champ's picture, which is great heel work, but I really want to cheer for her.
Yeah, they're trying to make us feel sorry for Charlotte now because Charlotte had to go home because she was sore. Boo-hoo.
Walk on. But no, Road Dogg's right. There is a choice. The right one and the wrong one.
Then Becky also put up I like this bit. She put up that picture on Twitter of her,
Yeah.
but this is for making me do that tea thing, which is great because I didn't really like the tea thing.
Oh, no. I thought you said the one she said. She's doing the pose and it's like, if only Charlotte was here to see this. Oh, wait, there she is underneath my boot.
She's a great heel.
She is.
Oh, it's a shame.
I think that's it.
That's it. I've not seen NXT this week. Although I saw the Nikki Cross bit where she's like, I know.
She
She
knows who
knows
did
who
it.
attacked Aleister Black.
Who
Was it Lana?
I reckon,
Wait, where were they when this happened?
I reckon it was Candice. Genuinely. Imagine. Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah. There was a bit on
And she
NXT
aligns with Ciampa and starts necking on with him. Whoa!
in Milwaukee, and Lana joins in.
And The Rock's like, hi, watch Rampage 2.
There's a live threesome in the middle of the ring.
I know you're trying to do a dramatic noise, but you're doing the Bond
I
thing.
And they're trying to get it on and say, Wendy!
on NXT, just before we quickly move on, there was a match announced for Evolution. It's the rematch of Sane and Baszler. That'll be good. Big fan of Baszler now.
yeah, that's going to be
Big
great.
fan.
Aye.
Yeah.
But it's
That
having an
was-
Evolution.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also going to be a Raw Championship match, a SmackDown Women's Championship match, and an
yeah.
NXT UK Women's Championship match. But those matches aren't, the participants aren't yet confirmed. Well, could be a good show.
Probably hurry up and announce them. Like, jeez.
Gotta wait until Australia's out the way to announce the SmackDown one at least.
Yes.
Aye. That was the week.
We need a better way of ending these. So I'm just like, and that's the end of the segment.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
Oh, time to rubbish in our mailbag. Oh, lovely letter. Actually, a handwritten one.
Jeez.
How about that? I'm not going to read it out because,
Time constraints.
speaking of literally watching All In and watching Big Gay Billy Gunn. Wow, well, I better mention what we're referring to there. What a great line. The rest of it's in some language that there's no way in chance, so I'm going to... Bully Ray, the thick snake. All right, what's this about? Naomi Davis has sent in some bloody lovely badges. Some Cultaholic flavoured ones. I'm going to rub against the mic so the audio people don't feel left out. And some LGBLT, as I was fond of saying, because it rolls off the tongue way easier.
Did you get it wrong?
And bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes. Jesus Christ. Bacon, lettuce.
Bacon, lettuce, and
no.
Thomas.
Thanks for the... what
Thanks
was-
for kicking me in the head, Brie.
Naomi Davis.
Lots of gay badges.
Thanks for the LGBT. And what was it that she also does? Feminist-themed badges.
Also, feminist themed badges.
Cheers.
So, thank you very much for thinking of us,
Thanks for
because
the
obviously
gifts.
we are
They
nothing
came all
but
the way
feminists.
from bloody Wales, they did.
Bloody hell.
That's right.
And they came ages ago, but we forgot about them.
Okay.
Or Sam forgot about them, I should say.
Oh,
they'd be
really?
on-
Yeah,
they'd be
he's
on
not
Sam's
here.
desk- They'd be on Sam's desk for months, and you just not mentioned them.
Yes,
She emailed mailbag this week, so apologies to Naomi
Thank you, Naomi
for
Davis.
Sam's ignorance.
Cheers, Naomi.
Now, the favourite part of the show. Well, our favourite bit. Not sure if you guys like it.
Mailbags.
Bag of males and other genders. Now then, lads, my question is, if you went into a year-long coma, What would be the first wrestling question you'd ask when you wake up?
Oh, as in like,
All
who
the
won
best from-
WrestleMania?
Is Vince
Jack from
McMahon
Hull.
alive?
Oh, okay, right.
Who was that
you'd
from?
ask
Sorry, I
her,
talked over you.
Jack from Hull.
Cheers, Jack from Hull. Yours is...
If it is Vince McMahon alive, or dead?
Wow. Morbid.
It's a big one, isn't it? Big one.
What would I ask about wrestling?
But it's a bit like...
Where's Neville?
Like if you had no idea what had happened for a year, what would be the first thing you asked when you came back?
I would ask for... I'd ask for not the results, but the WrestleMania card, and then I could watch it. No, because... what would I ask? I don't...
How many UK companies does WWE own now?
I'd ask... Well, you can just find out yourself. Can you just catch up?
Okay, which one you Google then? Whatever.
Right. I'd look at the WrestleMania card. That'll be mine.
Okay,
Vince
Said mine, yeah.
great. Thanks, Jack
What
from
about
Hull.
yours? Oh,
I
where's
said.
Neville? Right. Cheers, Jack.
I meant that seriously. Hey guys, loving the podcast the past few weeks. Hope you are all well.
They were crap before that, weren't
Yes. Yes, they were. Last year, I put on a charity wrestling show in the middle of nowhere, in a field, to give it some context, in which we had the great Maffew, unrelated, host the introduction. The feeling of running a show was one of the most stressful things ever. My question in relation to this is, if you were to put on your own show with UK talent, who would be the first 5 guys on your list? Little Jeffrey Dahmer joke. Cheers, lads, and keep up the good work, Lewis X. And that was amazing. I remember that.
What was the show?
It was a charity event for a relative of his,
Right.
who I generally can't remember the thing he suffered from, but it was wrestlers all coming out for
Where
that
was it?
charity. Literally the middle of nowhere.
Oh.
Like, Whitley Bay was on the right, and then question marks.
Oh, it's in the northeast.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
possibly.
Right.
It's like the thing, if you try to order an Uber, they're like, you don't exist.
Did all the wrestlers get bags put over their heads before they drove to the thing? Was a secret
Yeah.
location?
You were there. Right. Yeah, and that was good because there was people like Martin Kirby and whatever who had tryouts a few weeks beforehand, and then they were like in the field.
I remember this. I saw pictures of it.
Yeah.
Thingy was there. Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, HJ Drake. Yeah. I saw this.
Yeah, it was great.
Well, that's the guy who ran that. Wow. Small world.
Primate was there. And at this charity event with kids and all biddies in attendance, he came out to Chris Benoit's theme song.
No.
But it was nice. And
big
Lewis,
Benoit fan, isn't he?
he was that day. And
His dog's called Benoit.
Unrelated.
his dog's called Benoit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice.
Got a very muscular dog called Benoit.
His dog looks like him in dog form.
Like
Small
it's
and
jacked,
hench,
it's scary.
yeah.
Scary
What was
dog.
the question? Who'll be the first 5 guys on your list? Oh,
I'll do this.
I've got mine.
go on.
Is it British?
English, British.
Show with UK talent.
Okay, you get on.
I need more.
In brackets and Ireland.
I can do this.
Go on then.
Okay. Will Ospreay. I can't do this. I thought I was gonna. Will Ospreay. I reckon. Mark Haskins is very, very good. Will Ospreay, Mark Haskins. Does the UK talent count as like the Australian lads as well?
For Travis Banks, yeah.
I'll go.
Been here long enough.
You know what? I'll go Will Ospreay, Mark Haskins, Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. Joe Hendry's
Yeah,
a
that's a
shot.
good one.
Do you want to do some while I think of more?
Sure, I've got mine.
I'll
I know
on
you
then.
go
No,
first.
You go
Bob.
first. After you, Maffew.
Oh, thank you. Grado,
Okay.
El Ligero,
Yeah.
Martin Kirby, and that's that. That's like several thousand town halls neck. It's exclusive talent that can only work here. That's not what you mean, is it? Oh, never mind. Yeah, those 3 guys, because they could have genuinely a good match with anything.
Yeah.
With Puppet Jack, they'll probably have a good match. And UK talent. See, I know, Prince Amin.
Oh,
Yeah.
you nicked mine. Stole me thunder. Mine would be Kirby, Rampage, Amin,
Yeah.
Joe Hendry, and Zach Gibson.
Okay.
It'll be my
Oh,
5.
Gibson, damn it.
I'm going to do my 5 now. I'm going to take Haskins out, sadly. Ospreay, Hendry, Kirby, Ligero, and also Zach Gibson. Cause he's
But
just...
Dragon Eyes, who's not in there, is he?
I was thinking how to put Dixon in. I'd pick Jimmy
No,
Havoc
Pete
to
Dunne.
ensure it'd be the
No,
last
Pete
one I ever
Dunne,
do.
Sorry, Pete Dunne.
Oh.
Pete Dunne. Or
too
Trent
too
7.
mainstream now.
Trent 7.
Oh, you want
Right, go on. Go on, sorry.
I think Jimmy Havoc, so it would ensure it would be
Yeah.
the last one I ever did. Oh, thank you for the question, Lewis. It was great because people were like, wow, it's really amazing. Lewis is doing this. A kid of his age. People were like, no, he's in his 20s. People were like, oh, bloody hell, all right. Hello, gentlemen. I've just finished watching EastEnders on catch-up. Thanks. After seeing Mick Carter be locked up for his apparent violent attack on Stewart, it got me thinking, which soap opera characters deserve a run in WWE? A couple I have thought about are the Dingle family versus the Wyatt family. All right, yes.
That's what got me in.
All right, done. Kat and Alfie versus Miss Maurice. And of course, Phil and Grant Mitchell versus the Usos.
Why versus the Usos? Can't you have Phil and Grant Mitchell versus, like, the Authors of Pain?
Yeah.
That'll make more sense.
Daddies versus daddies.
Yeah.
Yours sincerely, the Pride of Pennywell.
Oh, my God. Yes.
All right, best question yet. Oh.
No name, just the Pride of Pennywell.
Pride of
Yep.
Pennywell.
When you got a name like that, you don't need a real name.
Dirty Den. Or was it Dez? Whatever he's called. Dirty whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard.
Dirty Des.
Richard would be a great manager. The one that tried to murder Gail Platt's family.
Oh,
I was like,
yes.
yeah. You know me, mate.
He's like a
with
Jake
briefcase.
Roberts figure.
Yeah.
I love you. And then accidentally hits Austin with his car on the way to the pier.
Does Spider Grove count as a soap? No, it doesn't, does it?
I don't know. What did they say in Biker Grove,
He
Jack?
can't see, man.
I mean, lots of tweets about that. Thank you.
You big hairy wrestler.
I've seen a few sent when Rollins opens the briefcase and goo spurts out.
Yeah,
you
right.
can't see, man.
You cannot see, man.
No, soaps. As like an old Freddie Blassie figure, Alf from Home and Away.
Oh my!
He's about to leave. That's why he's in my head, because he hit the headlines. He's been on for decades. He's about to leave. Yeah.
Sorry, him and Harold.
Which one's Harold?
His bloke, he'd hang out with glasses.
Ah.
I haven't seen Home and Away in
My mum watches
probably
it.
a decade, but I
mum
still
still-
remember Harold and Alf.
Home
within.
I reckon David Platt probably quite a good shout, because he can play either a fresh-faced babyface or an evil villain. Why am I taking this so seriously?
Because it's a serious question. Again, yeah, Dingles versus the Wyatts, or Dingles versus the Dudleys, any other slightly inbred team.
The
Awesome.
Battersbys have to get involved.
Les. Scylla Battersby. There's a new Vicky Guerrero there.
Yeah. This is fantastic, this question, actually.
So like Team Gale Force or something.
Sorry, American listeners.
Oh, no, you know what? I approve of mentioning UK and Irish things on the show because we have to put up with all the American crap
Yeah,
that
I
they
know.
reference every week.
All right, fair enough.
LT
Here.
main evented.
Britain first, everybody.
That's right. That's exactly what I said. I love
Absolutely
Thatcher. Moving swiftly on. Culties. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Hope we get a badge for that. I'm a cult. As a fellow resident of Gainesville, Rock City,
Georgia. Oh, you were
Whatever.
doing a less than Jake? Yeah,
I was
thank you.
trying to try my best to see AJ Styles somewhere in town. Hang around the trampolines.
What a
centers.
funny coinky dink this question came up after what we've talked
Oh,
about
really?
earlier.
Is there a wrestler who lives in your area whom you've tried to find? Cheers, Justin.
No.
Well, we've
No.
talked about this at length already.
We've joked about it, but we've tried to find. No.
I mean, famous wrestlers from Newcastle.
Neville.
Big Jolly Nev.
Primate. Who
Primate.
used to do jogging down Chitty Road.
Yeah,
Primate. Before I realised it was Primate, so...
Did he run like that? I imagine he does.
Yeah, he came towards me and I'm like, well, I'd better move.
Yeah. From our area, the biggest one by far is Neville.
What, Nev?
Or Pac. Or Ben. But, I guess, have you ever bumped into a wrestler unexpectedly? For me, it's only Neville.
Well, no, because we're going to wrestling events. I'm like, oh, I was surprised to see one of the Chikara guys, I won't say the name of, who, when they were doing the tour, we were in Wolverhampton, and me and my friend just walking around Wolverhampton, finding out the array of things to do. This is the betting shop. And just this guy walking around with a map, like, we're like, okay, well, he looked a bit hench. Someone like, are you looking for the wrestling? Yeah, guys. And he goes, oh, okay, cool. We're like, go around there. Okay, cool. And he was just like, hey, you know, happy to see you. Happy with the show. I was like, yeah. And he was just like, okay, it's one of the wrestlers. Oh, fine. We didn't say so. I was like, oh, right. Yeah, great. And then I won't say who it was, but like at the very end of the tour, he was one of them was like, oh, you're a giant wrestler? And all that doing the gimmick. And like, oh, yeah, great show. Thank you very much. Name of wrestler. Anyway. Thanks very much for helping me. I was just like, oh, right.
But you can't remember who it was?
No, I can't. I just don't want to say because we get told off. The very kayfabe.
Chikara. It was Quackenbush, wasn't it?
Excuse me, real. It was Mike Quackenbush. That was good though, because they said, "Oh well, we're going to London. Do you want to go on the minibus with us? Make it easier for yourself." He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "No, I was joking. You would never be allowed on this bus. You'd see everyone without their mask on, and White Cockroach would kill you, literally." Okay.
So I bumped into Neville once in town.
Did you actually?
Didn't say hi. I was walking from the nightclub to the casino. It was one of those nights. Hey! And walking along, and he was, I don't know if I can say this. Oh, he's not in WWE anymore. He was hammered. He was absolutely battered drunk. Me and it was Adam Wilborn from Name Redacted. We were walking along, and we were like, that looks like Neville. And then we got closer. We were like, that actually is Neville. And he was like surrounded by pals and that, so we didn't go over. And his wife, I think, was like holding him up. He was hammered drunk. It was hilarious. That's my.
He wasn't drunk. He'd just been kicked by Brie Bella.
Hey.
Never mood.
Never mood.
Get it up. I love that. There are actually lyrics at that point of the song.
It just goes ba 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 bee.
It's just a duck.
Anyway, that was a good question, that one. Cheers. We've never tried to find a wrestler deliberately. No.
We're going to, though. Cultaholic documentary debut.
Really?
Finding
The
Neville.
Search for Neville.
Finding Neville.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we are. I hope we are. I'm going to pitch that in the morning. Then Pachito will go, no.
What a great punishment that would be. You must
Go and find Neville.
You must find Neville. Yeah, he's there somewhere. It's a small mining town. He's one of the 3 houses here, right? And thank you very much for the questions. As always, if you'd like to send in your daft questions and Ross likes it, you can send them to patreon.com.
No! He did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. Look at
Of
that.
course I can, because the big questions coming next. It is cultaholic.com.
No.
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got it right last week.
I thought I'd mix it up
What's happened?
and change the URL. That's how you mix it up, right? And that brings us to the big question.
The big question. Oh, yeah.
I like the shut eyes. The vinegar strokes was a nice touch, Jeff.
Oh,
the big-
wanking growth.
That's not what I meant.
Okay.
The big question is, because of the thing that happened on Raw, and because naught else happened, favourite botches.
This is your bread and butter. This is your
Might as well
thing.
just sit back and take an education.
Have you got
in
a favourite
botches
one
from you.
of all time?
I'm trying to have favourites because then the other botches get jealous.
Right.
But first is always going to be forever Shockmaster.
Okay.
Because it's the most perfect. Right. So for the 3 people that don't know what Shockmaster is, I mean, everyone must know by now, right? Because he's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day, guaranteed. I mean that legitimately. They're bringing up to Fall Brawl 93. It's WCW. It was supposed to be Road Warrior Hawk because Animal was injured, but he couldn't do it. Then, hilariously, he ended up being there at Fall Brawl anyway. Just like, great, don't need now. And so, Clash of Champions, which were the TV specials to build up on TV for things like this, back in the day. Flair for the Gold, because Flair had an interview segment with his future wife, Fifi. British Bulldog and Sting come out to argue with Sid and Harlem Heat when they were new and not crap, but at least they weren't the slaves gimmick that they had in the house show, which Sid apparently suggested.
Oh, no, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, bollocks.
They were told, Sid, don't ever suggest anything ever again. And then they had this horrible shouting because Davey Boy's on the mic, which is not where he excelled at. I don't care if his son tries to beat me up at a convention. I love Davey Boy Smith as much as the other UK fan, but he was god-awful on the mic. And Sting reveals who the secret partner is because they need
Is
a
it Sting
replacement.
who reveals him? Is that the voice?
The
It's
Shark
Master. Is that Sting?
Yeah, because
No,
Davey Boy's
no.
like, I'm going to let Sting
Yeah.
tell the... And then Sting interrupts him. He's like, all right, Davey, you're killing this segment. You're like Maffew in the first few episodes of Cultaholic Podcast. Just shut up. Just, I'm going to let Sting... All right, all I have to say is our partner is going to shock the world.
Oh.
And then Sting looks at the camera and goes, he doesn't really. Because he is none other than, which is great, as if people are supposed to hear this name and go, oh, him, the Shock Master. And then Flag goes, all right, woo. Roman candles go off. And according to who you talk to, Dusty Rhodes or some other people said that they did it in rehearsal. It was all right. But somebody put something there.
A little beam
a
or
little
something.
beam or
Yeah.
something. And just happened to trip over Benoit the dog. That would be backstage for some reason. And he went head over ass.
He being Tugboat in a sparkly
Him being-
Stormtrooper helmet.
Yes, who had just left WWE as Typhoon.
Yes.
And is related to Dusty Rhodes somehow.
Yeah.
Is something in law.
Cody's uncle or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not uncle, because he was Uncle Fred.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
Well, it's
how
his
I-
uncle, maybe
yeah.
whatever. And yeah, so here he comes, big fat dude with a fur coat and jeans and
Yeah.
a stormtrooper helmet
And-
with tinsel on.
You hear Davey Boy going, he's falling.
Wait.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
So again, his outfit was a completely copyright. I'm surprised when it's on the network, it's just this one big sensor like old episodes of Cops coming out. Falls there. So even if he going "Roar" and charge through like Kool-Aid Man, it's sort of be like, all right, this guy looks like crap, and we can't show his face without paying royalties. So he comes through and it's like trips over, the mask falls off, puts it back on.
It's the scramble for the mask.
Stands
yeah.
up as if nothing's happened, puts it on. And then you hear them. You only hear them because they all run on camera. You hear, "Ah! Oh God, oh God." Flair and Davey Boy. And then Davey Boy, loud as out. Best line he's ever done since
Don't swear.
he fell flat on his backside.
Yeah.
Was that us?
No,
Can't say
effing.
arse.
He says
Oh,
effing,
right.
doesn't he?
Yeah,
Fall
flat
right
as
as
F.
well.
Again, live TV. Flat as F and R.
It's falling around as well.
They're probably going to Power Slam. The reason why it's zoomed in on Shockmaster is because all the other guys immediately ran backstage to just laugh their asses off. 'Cause everyone else is gone. By the time they look back, it's just Sid. It's extreme close up of him with his noodle hair. Just because Sid inexplicably is not laughing his ass off and he's treating it seriously. And it's so bad. They've got Ole Anderson doing the voice backstage. Sting, doing the Black Scorpion voice he did. Another great gimmick. And doing the, just saying stuff. And so poor Shockmaster has to, as if he didn't look a big enough tit as it is, has to then gesticulate as if he's talking like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna meet me. It just has nothing to do. Like, ha 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 ha. Like, awful. And then, Sid is looking at this. He's like, I don't care who you are, boy. I don't give a brother. And the other thing about that, because I've watched every interview about this, apparently they'd rehearsed it and been okay. And Sid said, it's not going to work. And the guys who were doing it were like, yeah, whatever. Shut up, wrestler. What do you know? So one of the voices you hear, if you go on the network, you can hear it as Sid go, I told you. That's him going, live TV. And then finally, so then it happens, cuts, everyone's left apart from Sid going, shut up. And they cut the next match is Ricky Steamboat versus Paul Orndorff, I think. So Ricky Steamboat comes out, who's the dragon at that point. So he had the little, it's not gills, was it fins?
Yeah.
The dragons have.
I don't know.
They're not real, whatever. And does the fire breathing, and then Tony Schiavone's like, wow, what a great entrance by Ricky Dragon and Jesse Ventura. Guess we're full of spectacular entrances here at WCW. It just goes quiet for a minute as they continue to laugh. And then, again, Shockmaster won the match at Fall Brawl. It's like, right, we've invested money in it, pal. We don't care if it's a joke. I mean, really, the best thing could have been done is like, look, that was a joke. Here's the real guy. And had like Sonny Ono or someone take anybody, Cheatham the midget, anybody take his place other than Shockmaster. Be like, haha, it was a ruse. But no, they had him beat Vader and he won the match with a bear hug in the worst War Games match of all time.
That was a wonderful summary.
Because it's a perfect storm. Everything went wrong.
Yeah.
Continued to go wrong. Got worse.
Yeah.
And
I don't think you can top it as the classic botch. It's not a botch,
now.
but I really like, it's not botch though, I don't think it counts. I like when the Yeti runs out. Because
Oh, that was a botch.
was it a botch, right?
I mean,
Fair
look
enough.
at it.
Because there's several things that combine to make that a fantastic moment. There's the look of him, because he's a 7-foot mummy, not a Yeti, he's a mummy.
Yeah.
I guess he was called the Yeti because he was born out of a block of ice. But he comes out, he's a mummy. And it's Schiavone's call.
Can you do it?
Love it. I can't do it, but you know what he said. He goes like, "Is it? It's the Yeti!"
And the Yeti!
Yeti! Which I don't know if no one ever told him how to pronounce Yeti, or did you met him?
I think he said, he was just there
He
for
wouldn't have been
the money
talking
at
about
that
the
point.
Yeti, would he?
I mean that in a horrible way. God, he was nothing but nice, but he wasn't like, oh my God, Maffew, it's a pleasure to meet you. He was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, why would he be excited to meet me? But yeah, apparently he did one interview, and I haven't heard it, but someone told me, like, maybe he did that delibereately because it was so over the top.
Yeah, but
and he
it
knew it was a
sounds
mummy. He was
ridiculous.
told to say it was a Yeti. So like, all right.
It's the Yeti!
Anyway, he realized it was crap, so I went, yeah, whatever. Yeti! Yeti mania, running wild, bruh. And then what does he do, Jack?
What? Oh, the Yeti gets in the ring and applies
Dry humps.
a reverse bear hug to Hulk Hogan. And someone's got him around the front as well.
The giant.
Big Show's got him around the front. The Yeti is around the back. And they just sort of kind of go, squeeze him a bit. As OSW would say, they give him a little squeezy.
Yeah, he's in a man sandwich.
Yes, it's a brilliant moment. And then for no reason, the Yeti was then recast as Super Ninja Warrior or something.
Yes, Super Ninja, I believe.
Because
he was big.
Ninja.
Ron Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah, big Ron Reese, big Ron Studd.
Flog.
Supposed to be. I think he is actually Big John Studd's son because he was
Is he?
obviously huge.
Oh.
I thought he
He
was
was.
just. I thought it was just gimme.
The other story about that, the other thing about him was apparently he went to Macho Man backstage and was just like, he just was like, hey Macho, I was wondering if I get some advice because obviously you've been around for a long time and I'm a rookie. Randy Savage went, get the hell away from me. He didn't want the stench of him over. Like, no, go, don't want to talk to you. You're the Yeti. Get away.
Ross.
I've got no idea what my favourite botch is off the top of my head. I should have thought about this before we come in. How unprofessional of me.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's right.
But I just can't get Sid out my head on 2 occasions. The one
Oh,
where,
God. Go on.
you're live, pal.
Oh, yeah.
Well, live, pal. And what was it? You've got half the brain.
Sid claims that was a scripted line.
Wrong.
Bollocks.
Lies.
Sid said in an interview, I came out and said
You
this,
might-
and it was supposed
you
to be
might-
there. And you're like, why would you say it then?
What was it like? You think you're twice the man as me, but
No,
I've
he goes,
got half the
Sid
brain.
Nash, you say, you have, you're twice the man that I am. Ooh, it goes, and I have half the brain that you do.
Yeah.
As Nash is in the ring with a Sid mask, with Hall and street clothes, and he says that, and crowd goes, what? And starts laughing at him, and then they just bust the gut laughing, and they go, you're trying to make me look like a jackass.
I think, even though it's really recent, I really think the Vampiro one's up there for me as well, with the music.
Oh,
That's
so
up
good.
there with Lucha Things as new botches. Yeah, it's not
Better
also
than
from
Lucha-
30
it's
years
better
ago.
than Lucha Things.
I mean,
It's
it's just. I mean,
Vampiro trying to signal for the music to play because he knows that that's the music.
I mean, God love Matt Striker. I mean, say what you want about him, like, you know, someone hits a clothesline, he's like, wow, that looks like Obama's policy on something, just completely random as hell. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, when he's trying, he's actually good on this, you know.
Yeah.
Like, go on, Bubba Jack. No. Go on.
Oh,
play me music. It's like,
bloody, there he is.
and he's just, we want you to come, but play music. He's ringside. Why would you do music? So the people know that he's ready to. And he's just there on the play my music.
And then it's back in black. It's not his music. It's just AC/DC.
Chris Candino's music. Yeah, the Vampiro song kicks in. It's
I like the Vampiro song. A good theme tune, that. The old Pearl Jam sounding one.
Which one?
I'm doing the Mighty Boosh theme tune. Well, on that note, I think.
All right, then, just give us a few more of your.
Oh,
notes.
classics.
All right,
I mean,
okay,
that's
go
the thing.
Just
Zandig's
quickly
promo, I guess,
rattle them off.
kind of counts
Jesus.
because it's
Yeah.
which he apparently has accepted now because he started doing promos wrestling Schlack and TCW. Started going, no God, only Jesus. I'm like, yay, he's accepted it. Best one, good lucha things.
Really?
That, bless him.
He's just crap.
He used to follow me on Twitter,
Kalisto's
and then that came out, and he stopped following me on
He
Twitter.
can't take a joke, as Kenny McIntosh has explained on many occasions.
Oh.
What's he
a
said
bit of
about
Twitter beef. I think.
Kalisto?
Yeah.
Kenny
Kalisto-
could take him.
I think it was over Rusev, and Kenny jokingly said, "Stop hurting Rusev, you knacker," or something like that.
Why?
And then Kalisto took offense and blocked him or something.
Kalisto was, the
something really pathetic.
Kalisto was the first wrestler to block me. Yeah.
He hasn't blocked me.
It's like when you've got
How is he
no,
not?
when you've got no charisma like he's got, just take a joke.
You can point in the air really well.
Yeah. I
Bless him.
thought of one.
Oh, go on.
Vince McMahon at the Royal Rumble 2005.
Oh,
That's a
Rumble
classic
05
one.
is
Yeah.
second in the Perfect Storm things.
Yeah.
Like, because again, Cena Batista wasn't supposed to end like that.
No.
But amazing how that happens. Again,
Yeah.
real life, stranger than fiction. They both landed at the exact same time on
Yeah.
the outside the ring, even though it wasn't supposed
The
to
refs
happen.
did a really good job of one. The Raw refs are like, yeah, and then the SmackDown refs are like, yeah, yeah.
Hey, what do we do? Vince. So Vince has to come out. Damn it. Throw his puppet on the
why
floor.
in kayfabe is Vince so angry? Is it because the refs can't come
Because
up
there's
with a
like
decision?
3 minutes left of pay-per-view time,
No,
and the
in
Rumble's not
kayfabe-
over.
In kayfabe, why is Vince so angry?
Because he's
'Cause
bollocks.
he's-
I've got to sort this mess out.
Right,
I'm the
okay.
chairman. I don't know.
Right.
In kayfabe, well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, because he's like, no, we already did this at '94.
Yeah.
We don't want. I need 2 Bret Harts, no more Lugers, please. So he comes out and tears his is he Terror's Squad?
Both.
Yeah, no.
He
Terror's
told-
Squad getting in the ring, banging it. So he has to sit down and go, I'm Vince McMahon, don't pay attention to the
Told
fact
the
I
other
can't
one
walk.
backstage, didn't he?
Apparently because he
What?
put all the weight and emphasis on the other one. Because everyone's like, God, you need a hand? He's like, no, I'm Vince. But Todd Quad, he's walking around like, no, get away. And he put that much effort on it. He tore the other one. Which, again, injuries aren't funny. But because it's Vince.
Yeah.
Apparently just let off the biggest you've ever heard in your life.
I know the other one. I know Hogan stealing Undertaker's bike.
That looks like fun.
Oh no, not that one. I got related to it, but the one where he's driving around the ringside like, I've got your bike, brother.
On his stalls.
And then I don't think it's like, no. And then he not primed and ready or whatever, so he just and they've already shot the stuff to happen as he gets backstage, so he can't like whatever F it and go up the thing. So he's like, and they go, you'd better not do that a fourth time, Hogan.
Oh, are we still going? We've got time to do another one?
I don't know.
Rattle them off.
I was just gonna say the one where Hogan recognizes the wall from a building, like right over there. So good. That's the wall, brother.
A mile away.
He's like,
Look, the
the
wall.
wall.
Sergeant AWOL, brother, from the previous segment.
Oh, that's a good one as well.
Oh God.
Let us know in the comments below. What's
Yeah.
your favourite Botch?
It'll all be like Maffew's face and stuff like that.
No, people will have. There's so many good ones that I think people will have some good ones.
Because, ideally, Bodgemania is like, okay, it happens, whatever. So editing Bella's stuff's going to be really awkward.
Have you ever done a
Because it's gone.
Botch Hall of Fame or anything like
I
that?
did, and then I forgot about it.
Nice.
So I did one like 4 for Sabu.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I love. And apparently,
What, all his Twitter account.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, like, please follow Sabu. And
No,
he's
don't.
How much heroin did you back in the day? Well, obviously not enough. I'm still
Oh
living.
dear. Is that what he said? No. Oh, Sabu.
Oh.
And on that jolly note, this has been the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. I've been Jack. You can find me on Twitter at Jack the Jobber. Ross.
How Ross and Wrestling.
Maffew, Greg.
Cool. And
Great. We don't know how to end this. We should-
We do.
I'll
I
do
mean-
it. I'm going to slickly wrap this up.
Oh, okay.
You can follow all of us generally on Twitter at Cultaholic, and if you want to as well, you can check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic, which of course includes the voting for the Hall of Fame. The mailbag can be found at mailbag@cultaholic.com. And this Sunday, if you're in London for Wembley and Progress's show, then come and say hi to me and Sam and buy us loads of drinks and that. Where's Neville?
Take a mortgage out at the same time.
Yeah, because it's London.
And if you see me in Amsterdam, give us a wave. I will not remember who you are.
Lovely.
And
Join.
you won't see me in Newcastle. Because I'm going to stay in.
Join us.
Because he hates people.
But not Ross. Just us two.
Yeah, join just
Just
us.
us,
In brackets,
yeah.
not Ross.